Hello and welcome to the Cheers 2019 HERS Rater Training Program. First, let's look at the different ways in which you will interact with Cheers. We'll start with the main website, which is located at cheers.org. This is where you find all the basic information about Cheers. This is where contractors would go to register with Cheers so that they can gain access to the registry database. And this is also where the main login is for the registry database. We have a training website located at cheers.org/training. This is where you'll find all the information about what training that we currently offer, as well as any updates that we have once the code cycle does change. Should you have questions or need assistance with the registry database or help with registering a contractor or homeowner with Cheers, you can contact administration support at adminsupport@cheers.org or 1-800-424-3377. And then last, once you're out in the field doing verifications, you run across something you're not quite sure about, or you have a code-related question, you can contact the HERS Rater Field Support at r*@cheers.org or call 909-821-1401. Our main office is located at 1610 R Street, Suite number 200 in Sacramento, California, 95811. So let's take a quick look at the California Energy Code. So California is unique in that they decided back in 1978 that they wanted to have a state code that covers energy use. It's the only state in the US that has their own energy code. The rest of the state is on a national code, the IECC. And so this California Energy Code is regulated by the California Energy Commission. We'll also refer to them as the CEC. And everything energy code related can be found at their website, energy.ca.gov. All of the code language itself, as well as all supporting documents, are listed there. So very useful information. The energy code is listed under Title 24, which is state law. The Title 24 covers many different parts of the construction process. The energy code itself is Part 6 of Title 24, and it's referred to as the Building Energy Efficiency Standards, or for short, we call it BEES. Title 24 is required under state law to be updated every 3 years. And currently there is a law that requires what their targets are, how much they need to improve the performance of homes that are built under these standards, and all of that is built into state law, and that's what dictates what these updates are every 3 years. So under Title 24 is where we're going to find the HERS program. HERS is the Home Energy Rating System, and it is broken down into 6 different certifications. So Cheers is currently approved to offer 4 of those 6. So we offer the residential new construction, residential alterations and additions, non-residential, and photovoltaic. We do not currently offer the whole house rater or building performance contractor. The 2019 new HERS Rater Training course will provide you with the training needed to gain both the residential new construction and residential alterations and additions certifications. These are by far the 2 most popular certifications and most widely used. Most of the work that is available out there is going to fall under one of these 2 certifications. Once you hold these certifications, you can then take the additional non-residential and photovoltaic training if you wish. Non-residential is probably our 3rd most popular certification. There's a lot of non-res work out there. Photovoltaic seems to be starting to wind down, so we don't have as many people taking that training. But the residential new construction, residential alterations and additions, and the non-residential are the most popular certifications to hold. So the new Rater course will cover the following topics. We'll start with the legal aspects of the HERS profession. We'll move into Rater and job safety, basics of building science, We'll do a Title 24 overview, which will cover all aspects of Title 24, not just the HERS portion. We'll then cover all of the HERS verification procedures. Last, we'll cover the CHEERS registry, and this is how the registry is laid out, how you complete various forms, things of that nature, and then finally the written and field exams. So all of the reference material as well as the HERS Rater training manual, which contains all the slides in this presentation, can be found in the files section of the training system, which is in the upper right hand corner. These materials can be downloaded for your use during and after the training. So anytime you see a reference to a code or something along those lines, it's going to be found in there. You're going to have the training manual, you're going to have the building energy efficiency standards, you're going to have reference appendices, the HERS regulations. All of those documents that I mentioned are on the CEC website. We've put those and made those available for you to download right out of the training system, so you don't have to go and try and find them somewhere else. One thing that I would advise is once you get to the end of the training and you're ready to take your exams, these exams are open book, so we highly recommend that you have a digital copy of that training manual downloaded onto your computer so that you can reference it as you're going through that exam. There'll be three main steps in which you'll need to complete in order to obtain your certification. First, you'll complete the online training, and that will be with an 80% or above score on the section quizzes. So as we went through the agenda, you saw there's several different sections. Each one of those will have a quiz at the end. This will help to prepare you for the final exam, and so for each of those quizzes, score at least an 80% or higher to make it through that module. Next, you'll then complete and pass your written exam. This as well will need to be an 80% or better to pass. And then the last step will be to schedule and complete your field training and field exam. So CHEERS will reach out to you once you've completed the online training and passed your exams to schedule that field training and field exam. So our field training is designed to provide a hands-on experience for the HERS Rater. The online training covers all of the technical requirements as well as the procedures that you're going to need to follow to perform these verifications and diagnostic tests, but there's nothing quite like getting hands-on with the equipment in an actual house with a certified trainer there with you to help walk you through that process and answer your questions. So we're going to cover as many concepts and situations as we can that have been explained in the online lecture during this field training to prepare you as best as we can for your first verification out in the field. The written exam is a comprehensive online test that is designed to test your knowledge of the applicable building science principles and HERS regulations. As I mentioned previously, it is an open book exam, so we highly recommend that you have a copy of the training manual downloaded and available on your computer for review during the exam. The exam will consist of 50 randomly selected questions from a much larger bank of questions, and you will need to score an 80% or better to pass. So the field exam is designed to test your proficiency in HERS verification procedures and the applicable paperwork. So like the field training, this is going to be hands-on. The instructor that performed your training will be there. You will basically be replicating the tests that you were previously trained on. These are open book, so any notes that you took during that hands-on training or the training manual can be used should you get stuck. And as you're going through these various procedures, you'll simply be required to show proficiency in each of the HERS procedures that were outlined in the residential appendices and on the HERS forms. So you must receive a 75% score in each procedure and 80% overall to pass the field exam. So should you have questions as you make your way through this training, you have two options. First, you can use the messaging system within the training platform to contact the administrator and send them any questions that you might have, and they will respond to you. Or you can reach out to the HERS Rater field support. at the contact info that was listed at the beginning of this section.